This is the first dog we're going to show you today. You're looking at Shayla. Shayla is 3 years old. She's an Alaskan Malamute. Sweet, somewhat independent, as Malamutes tend to be. Shayla spent all of her life living outdoors, so she's never been house trained. And she's never really been trained to walk nicely on a leash. So she needs a lot of training. But temperament-wise, she is sweet and she is loving. She really wants to be with people. They suggest older kids with her because she's just so big and so strong. But if you want an absolutely beautiful northern breed dog, if you've got the time to train her, she's happy and outgoing and friendly and loving. She will shed a lot, but she will also love an awful lot. If you have the time and the patience to train her, she's at a perfect age for training. She really wants to please. And she really, more than that, wants to be loved. Her name is Shayla. You're looking at Pickles. Pickles is 3 years old. He is a terrier mix. Looks like he might have some Karen in him, and heaven only knows what else. What I'm told about this dog is that this is a bundle of energy on 4 feet. He'll run in circles. He'll jump and play. He does not like to sit still for a minute. He will let you pick him up, and he will let you hold him. But he gets antsy real fast and wants to run again. He's great with kids. He's terrific with other dogs. He doesn't know much about walking on a leash. And he probably needs some house training. But he's a precious little dog. Nice, easy care for, wiry coat. Take a little brushing. But he likes it when you brush him. If you can get him to hold still long enough. If you're looking for a peripatetic pooch, a dog that just goes and goes and goes and will run and play with you all day long, you are looking for Pickles. Okay, you're looking at Maxi. Maxi is a 2-year-old Border Collie mix. Also somewhat high energy, as Border Collies tend to be. But right now she needs to be kept calm because she's being treated for heartworm. She came in heartworm positive. And until she gets through the course of medication and the heartworm is gone from her body, it's not a good idea for her to run or be wild. She's very sweet. She's very affectionate. She's good with absolutely everybody. When her attention's on you, she's looking at you as her whole world. But she's curious and into everything, and she wants to check out everything around her. She's great with kids. She does definitely need house training, but she's beautiful and she's happy and she's outgoing. And if you're willing to take on the responsibility of not letting her get hyper and wild until the heartworm is gone, which is a period of weeks, once she's well, she can run and play, and she will, because she loves to, and she will love whoever lets her play with them. She's just a sweetheart of a dog, and her name is Maxi. The dog you're looking at and listening to right now is Rusty Roo. Rusty is a 4-year-old neutered male beagle. And as you can tell, he has the typical beagle voice. And he is very vocal. He loves to be around people. But he also likes to sniff. I mean, he's definitely a beagle. You can tell he's into everything with that nose everywhere. He seems to be housebroken. He seems to be good with everybody. He'll do well at a house with kids. Rusty! He's so excited to be out of his cage. There just are no words. What he's saying is, pet me, pet me, pet me, love me, love me. I'm out, give me some attention. And if you don't, I'm going to make my voice heard. Typical beagle, very sweet little dog, very loving, and looking for a forever home. This is Rusty Roo. Hello, handsome. Yes. The dog you're looking at now was named by his original owner, Golden Egg. And as far as I'm concerned, his adopter should change that as quickly as possible. He is an American Bulldog. He was born at Save-A-Pet Easter Sunday 2 years ago, one of a litter of 10 that were adopted out. Returned, unfortunately, because his family was moving and could not or would not take him with. We acknowledge that he's a little bit overweight. He is on a diet, and he will slim down. But he's an awesome dog. He's little shy with strangers. Once he gets to know you, he is the friendliest, the sweetest, and the most wonderful dog you've ever met. He is housebroken. He has been raised with and is wonderful with kids. He is good with absolutely everyone. He is full of play and joy and happiness, and he's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking for a big buddy, Golden Egg is waiting at Save a Pet for someone who looks beyond the name and the slight chunkiness that he's carrying right now and sees what a beautiful, lovely, friendly, loving, wonderful dog he really is. This is, and I almost hesitate to say it, Golden Egg. And from the huge to the tiny, let me introduce you to Peter. Peter is a 3-year-old neutered male Yorkie, a little bit shy around strangers. He does like to be held for a little while, but he's happier on the floor, loves other dogs, gets really excited when I see them. Pickles is his best buddy, and they love to play together. He is not housebroken. They're looking for a family for this little dog. No really small kids because he's so tiny and because he's shy and because he's fragile. So they'd really rather have teenagers and older. Great with older people. Come here, baby boy. Now, see, he's a little shy. He's afraid to come near me. And he's just quietly exploring. So if you're looking for a little, beautiful, soft, tender terrier, and those words rarely go together, this is the guy you're looking for. Peter is as sweet a little dog as you'd ever want. If you take your time, and if you're soft and you're quiet, he will come to you, and he will learn, and you will love him, and he will love you. His name is Peter. This very handsome boy is Brody. Brody is a 9-month-old puppy. He is a husky boxer mix. He's right at that teenage stage where he really doesn't know much what to do with himself. So he's kind of all over the place, bouncing, happy, sweet-tempered, strange face because he has one blue eye and one brown eye, and pretty much a boxer face. And it kind of is a unique combination. So if you're looking for a dog that's really unique, he likes to play with stuffed toys. Takes a little while to accept you, but then he's all over you. And as a puppy, probably needs some house training. But he's friendly and sweet and happy and outgoing. And he's a big-time kisser. And his name is Brody. The dog you're looking at now is Junior Mack. Junior Mack is a neutered male, 4.5 years old. He's an Amstaff Mastiff mix. As sweet and lovable a dog as you'd ever want to see. I'm told he's one of the shelter favorites because he is so sweet and so loving. Loves to be around people. Seems a little hand shy, which means at some point somebody probably beat on him. But it hasn't taken away from the sweetness, and it hasn't taken away from the loving, and it hasn't taken away from the kindness. Dogs, like people, learn to forgive. Dogs, unlike people, forgive unconditionally. And he will not remember the people who were mean to him. He will only remember the love that people can give, and that he waits here for someone else to give to him. His name is Junior Mack. He is sweet and wonderful and loving and waiting for someone to look past the scary name of the breed and into his eyes and thereby into his soul. And then he will own you as you own him. His name is Junior Mack. This is the last dog we're going to show you today. This is Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock is our special needs dog. Not because he's unwell, not because there's anything wrong with him, but he's 11 years old. And as you saw earlier, we have a younger beagle in the shelter. And we have lots of other dogs in the shelter that are younger than he. And people tend to grab for the dogs that are younger because, very frankly, we'll have them as our companions for longer. And I can't tell you how many years this dog has. It could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 6. I don't know. But I know that he is a wonderful, sweet, gentle, laid-back, loving dog. And I know that he needs a home. He's good with kids. He's good with other dogs. He's housebroken. He will slide into any house that will offer him a bit of food and a lot of love. It's hard in a kennel. The floors are cold. He's older. It's hard in a kennel because this dog has had love for 11 years. It's just hard in a kennel. So if you have room in your heart to take in an older gentleman who is perfectly healthy and perfectly happy, but carries the burden of 11 years of age, and if you'll take him in and you will love him, he certainly is playful and active and happy. And for as long as he has, and that could be a good long time, you will have a loving companion. His name is Sherlock Holmes. He is waiting for someone to look beyond the calendar and into his heart. We have shown you wonderful dogs and beautiful cats. There are kittens at the shelter as well. They're just bursting at the seams, from the tiniest Yorkie to the biggest American Bulldog. Every dog in the shelter only wants one thing. Every cat only has one dream. And you coming out and adopting can fulfill that dream for one of the animals here. Please come out and adopt.